These are Australian Corriedale sheep, considered by many to be the best in the world. The Australian Corriedale was evolved around 1882 by sheepmen crossing Australian merino ewes with Lincoln rams and inbreeding the progeny. The result is a dual-purpose sheep. High meat and wool yields, together with extreme tolerance to climatic conditions, make the Australian Corriedale the ideal sheep, the ideal animal for the simple conversion of pasture into profit. The wool exhibits all the characteristics desired by the textile industry. It is a heavy fleece of long-stapled, soft-handling, high-yielding wool. In fact, the Australian Corriedale returns a very high average fleece weight, consistently over 6 kilograms. The fleece and carcass weight are not greatly affected by climatic conditions. The Australian Corriedale thrives in most situations. These sheep do well in conditions like this, where rainfall is minimal and temperatures may exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Conversely, it is equally at home in high and wet areas, where temperatures can fall as low as -10 degrees and rainfall can be over 1,000 millimeters. For example, in the world's southernmost countries, a large proportion of the sheep population are Corriedales, thriving in a situation that was perhaps never envisaged by the founders of the breed. The Australian Corriedale ewes' natural high fertility, mothering ability, and a long lactation period leads to a high lamb survival rate, even in extreme conditions.
434, and by what they're true to their breeding, that Corriedale lambs there, away you go there. How much there, what do you got?
In the marketplace, prime Corriedale lambs command top prices. The Australian Corriedale, with its large frame and high percentage of lean meat, is keenly sought by Australian and overseas buyers.
23, done, hold on, 23.
The lamb comes to maturity very rapidly, with lean meat of the highest quality. It is these attributes that make it a very profitable enterprise for the sheepman. The more mature sheep also finds ready acceptance in the world marketplace. Weighing around 60 kilograms and returning consistently high prices in the sale yard, it is obviously an excellent financial proposition for the sheep breeder. Of increasing importance is the export of live sheep to the Middle East market. Australian Corriedales have proved most suitable in that Middle East buyers prefer a large animal with lean meat. With the Corriedale's proven tolerance to temperature extremes, it ensures that they arrive at their destination in excellent condition. The export of Australian Corriedales for breeding purposes is worldwide. Over 27 countries have imported Australian Corriedale stud sheep to establish new industries or to service existing flocks. Australia's high veterinary standards can meet the requirements of all importing countries, ensuring satisfaction for the overseas purchaser. Past and present members of the Australian Corriedale Association, which was formed in 1914, have carefully controlled and monitored all breeding stock throughout Australia for the past 3/4 of a century. These yearling rams, for instance, are the result of careful selection and breeding that will ensure the continuation and growth of the Australian Corriedale. These 2 pedigreed rams exhibit all the characteristics that sheep breeders are looking for, namely a big, upstanding, well-balanced sheep with a heavy, high-yielding, soft-handling fleece. The Australian Corriedale could be called the easy care sheep of Australia. It combines the advantages of a highly productive wool sheep with all that is best in a carcass sheep, requiring a minimum of attention. Its tolerance to extremes of climatic conditions has in effect made it the international sheep. The breed has a high average fleece weight, together with a quality wool suitable for all needs. The wool is eagerly sought for home spinning. Its length, softness and strength of fibre make it ideal for this purpose. A large frame with high-quality lean meat means high prices in the sale yard. The Australian Corriedale has a long lifespan and is capable of rearing lambs even at a very mature age. This factor, coupled with the high lamb survival rate, makes it one of the most profitable sheep in the world. The Australian Corriedale, a sheep for all seasons.